Prince William isn't just stepping up, he's practically staging a palace coup, and King Charles is, well, let's just say he's having the most expensive midlife crisis in British history. But here's the plot twist that'll make your Earl Grey go cold. What if I told you William might be about to hand over some of his shiny new power faster than you can say "God save the King"? Grab your finest china because this story has more twists than a Game of Thrones finale. And trust me, it's about to get messy. Welcome back to Royal Cookies, where we serve up the juiciest royal gossip with a side of heart-wrenching humanity. Please remember to subscribe and click on the notifications bell icon, so you will be notified whenever we upload new cookies about the British royal family. Picture this. King Charles III, at 76, is battling cancer while trying to keep the crown from falling off his head, literally and figuratively. His public appearances have been slashed to fewer than 50 events this year, which for a royal is basically the equivalent of going into witness protection. Meanwhile, William, our future king who's been waiting in the wings longer than a Broadway understudy, has suddenly found himself playing royal roulette with more responsibilities than a CEO during a corporate takeover. After what he called a volatile 2024, William is moving into a completely different phase of life in 2025. And honey, when royals say different phase, they mean business. But here's where it gets absolutely bonkers. William just officially took over one of Charles' most prestigious titles, Great Master of the Order of the Bath, a role Queen Elizabeth bestowed upon Charles way back in 1975. That's not just passing the torch. That's basically handing over the family business keys while Dad's still technically the boss. Here's where William proves he's not your grandmother's prince. He's going full Silicon Valley on the monarchy. Sources reveal William is taking on a more digital-first mindset, which basically means he's about to drag the royal family kicking and screaming into the 21st century. Think about it. While Charles was still figuring out how to work his iPhone, William's been plotting a royal revolution that would make Steve Jobs proud. We're talking virtual royal engagements, digital-first approaches to charity work, and probably a TikTok account that'll break the internet faster than you can say viral crown content. But here's the kicker, and this is where our main story gets absolutely wild. William is planning what palace insiders are calling a radical departure from both King Charles and Queen Elizabeth's traditional approach. This isn't just modernization. This is a complete royal reboot. Now here's where things get absolutely insane, and why you need to be subscribed to Royal Cookies, because we're about to spill tea that's hotter than the Queen's scones. While everyone's watching William collect royal duties like Pokemon cards, there's a massive elephant in the palace room that nobody wants to address. What happens when all this responsibility becomes too much for one person to handle? William himself admitted the past 12 months have been brutal, and that was before he started taking on Charles' roles. Now he's juggling his own princely duties, stepping in for his cancer-battling father, supporting Kate through her own health journey, and trying to be a present father to 3 kids who probably see him less than their bodyguards do. Here's the royal reality check that'll blow your mind. What if William's master plan isn't to hoard all this power, but to strategically redistribute it in a way that revolutionizes the monarchy forever? Think about it like this. William's playing 4D chess while everyone else is playing checkers. He's consolidating power not to keep it, but to completely restructure how the royal machine operates. As William prepares for his future as king, experts suggest he's already making strategic decisions about who gets what roles in his future monarchy, and some of those decisions are absolutely brutal. We're talking about a guy who's essentially building the monarchy 2.0 from the ground up. He's taking on all these roles temporarily to understand exactly how they work, what's essential, what's outdated pomp and circumstance, and what can be delegated to create a leaner, meaner royal machine. But here's the part that'll make your head spin. The handover everyone's whispering about isn't William giving up duties. It's him strategically passing on carefully selected responsibilities to create the most efficient monarchy in British history. Astrologers are predicting that March and April 2025 will involve a huge reworking of plans and schedules for William, with the March 29th eclipse new moon being bound to be a game-changer. Now, I'm not saying William's making royal decisions based on horoscopes, but the timing is suspiciously aligned with major announcements. Kate has slowly returned to public duties after announcing she was cancer-free this year, which means the power couple is finally back to full strength. Charles is stable but scaling back. The kids are getting older and more independent. It's like the royal stars have aligned for William to execute the most sophisticated power transition in modern monarchy history, and part of that transition involves knowing exactly when and how to delegate. Here's where William proves he's not just a pretty face in a crown. He's a strategic mastermind who learned from watching his grandmother run the most successful monarchy in modern history. Royal experts reveal that William's major priority will remain unchanged after taking the throne. But here's the twist. That priority isn't accumulating power, it's optimizing it. William's about to do something revolutionary. Create the first truly modern, sustainable monarchy by strategically handing over specific duties to the right people at the right time. We're talking about targeted delegation that would make corporate consultants weep with joy. Think about it. Instead of one person drowning in ceremonial duties while trying to run a modern institution, William's building a system where specialized roles are handled by specialists. He's not waiting for permission. He's building the future monarchy right now, and when the time comes for him to officially take the throne, he'll already have the perfect system in place. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I want to know if you're Team Sophie or if you think I'm seeing green where there's just good fashion sense. If you're obsessed with royal strategy and environmental impact like I am, make sure you're subscribed to Royal Cookies because we're serving up the most sustainable royal content on YouTube. And remember, in a world full of fast fashion and royal scandals, sometimes the most revolutionary thing you can do is wear your values on your sleeve, preferably in a gorgeous shade of green. Sophie's proving that environmental activism isn't just about what you do, it's about who you become. Until next time, keep munching on those eco-friendly royal cookies.